Hello, everybody, it is me, and today I'll be making a video on the new Frank and Shirley drama that has come up. I understand that I said I wasn't going to comment on it anymore, but I think this is really important, so I should say. So, there's been some new things that have been learned about Frank, such as he has a secret alter ego named Knarf, and Knarf, we don't know how he comes out or when he arrives, but we know that he occupies the same body as Frank, and they are one and the same. But in Frank's most recent video, he stated how that he has learned how to control what's his name? Knarf. So that is pretty cool, but I don't know if Shirley and him will still be friends. Also, there's a new character named Dixie. Well, not character, person. There's a new person called Dixie involved, and I don't really know much about them. I've never spoken to them. But hopefully we can be friends because, in life, life's about making new friends. So the important thing to learn is everybody's a stranger until they're a friend, unless they're like really old or something. I don't know. But if you trust somebody, that means they're a true friend. And that's how I feel about a lot of people. And that's the beautiful thing about life is that we can all have friends and we can not we don't have to go through this scary world alone. We can go through it with some companions by our side, and we can learn from our mistakes that we make with them. Also, this is a fun Frank fact of the day. Did you know if you turn the United the Americas, the continent, if you turn the continent of the Americas anti-clockwise 90 degrees, it looks a bit like a little ducky, and that's pretty cute. And sometimes we're a lot like countries because a lot like Pangea, we might tend to drift apart from our friends, and that's okay because you know that you're still friends with them. You just might not talk as much. So, if you've got a buddy who you haven't spoken to in a while, make sure to send them a little message saying hi and say, "Hope you're doing okay." Also, um, the thing, the important thing about the Frank and Shirley situation is that they can both come away from it as equals, and they're not angry at each other. But if they are, that's okay because people are supposed to be mad at each other, because if we didn't have anger, then we couldn't have happiness and love. And if we didn't have sadness, we couldn't have joy. Like it balances out, sort of thing. And I think that's what's so beautiful about life is that everything has a counterbalance. So you don't have too much of something. A lot like how a wave, like the oceanic waves, you may have a wave of joy, but you may also have a wave of sadness. And the important thing is how you surf over that wave. It's a sick trick, dude. What else do I have to say? Yeah, so the 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 top 5 games video, I'm sorry for the low quality microphone. For some reason the recording got messed up, so it got really bad, and also that video just wasn't really good. So I might redo it someday, but probably not. And I hope you've all noticed the Skate 3 gameplay in the background. That's a new thing I'm trying where I'm not just playing Roblox. I also want to try different games because I was getting a bit bored of just the same gameplay, and I thought I'll try something new. If you've got any cool games to recommend me on Game Pass, please shoot me a little comment down below, and I'll try to get to it as quick as I can. And that's all I want to say. Also, thank you for 10 subscribers. I know I haven't said this like publicly yet, but I really appreciate it, and I hope we can grow the Seymour squad even more than we already have. So, I've got about, I don't know, I've got about I've got about half a minute left until I'm going to stop recording this. So I just want to give some little shout outs. Shout out to Gladward for all the positive content. I really appreciate it. And shout out to anybody who's watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I really hope that you enjoyed. And I hope whenever you're sad, you can just put on a little Seymour video and you'll get a little bit happier. Because that's all I really want to do, is make people happy and possibly make you laugh. Also, I've heard that my videos may tend to get a bit boring as my voice tends to be a bit monotone. So I don't know how I'm going to combat that because that's how I sound. But if you want me to add more comedical elements to my videos, then shoot me a little comment as well. And with that, that's all I really wanted to say today. So don't forget to like, comment, and love yourself. Seymour out.